What's up everyone, Brandon with Strict Vision Athletics here today with a comparative analysis this or that video series. I'm pretty excited about this one. To my right we have the eccentric flywheel and to the left we have the Go Arena Pro. So two similar but very different pieces of technology. So you have flywheel resistance here that by itself creates its own answered resistance to the force that I put into it. So if, for example, I were to do a squat and I were loaded up with a belt, it would answer whatever force I placed into it, meaning it is a varying form of resistance. If I push forth with 75 pounds worth of force, it will answer me with 75 pounds worth of force. That's very practical for a lot of exercises involving heavy lower body, legs, squats, lateral lunges. That's what I find to be most applicable for the flywheel. In particular, the flywheel Kbox4, which is what I have here. To my left is the Go Arena. Now, the Go Arena is a newer piece of technology. It's only really been with us probably 4 or 5 months now, but I really like it. What I like about the Go Arena in comparison to the flywheel, a couple different things. The first is the easy accessibility you have to weight change. Now, it's not really that difficult to change the weight on the flywheel, but it does require that I take off the pin, remove a flywheel, or if I want to add weight, put another flywheel on, pin it back up, find the right height, and then do my exercise. With the Arena comes with a mobile app, and I literally change it with the click of a button. With the click of a button, I can set my rack position, which is where the resistance will kick in, and I can also change my weight up and down from the app itself. Furthermore, the resistance on the Arena is different than that of the flywheel. It's different in that it is non-varying. If I set the resistance of the Arena to 45 pounds, it's going to pull at 45 pounds no matter what I do. I can pull as hard as I can, it's still going to answer with 45. Again, it's a different style of resistance. It's magnetic. It feels unlike anything else you've ever done. I mean, it is very difficult to pull this thing off of the ground, and you will notice that once you start using it. This I like a lot for upper body exercises. I like doing standing curls. I like doing overhead press. I like doing bent over rows. I like doing hinge movements. And I like doing HIIT training, like box step ups, that kind of thing. The difference between the two systems, the biggest difference I have found is the load. You can get a lot more resistance from the flywheel because I have the flywheel elite system. So it's we got like 4 plates and a bunch of attachments, and really the plates are what can make the eccentric go heavier than the Arena. The Arena can only go so high. I believe it's 100 pounds on the mobile app, but again, this is a mechanical load. It's not a literal load, and it's the same with this. It's not like you're holding 100 pounds of weight, but you are increasing your resistance of the flywheel by adding plates, and you're increasing your resistance on the Arena by adding more weight via the mobile app. So they're both very, very similar in regards to the fact that they're both loaded from the ground, and you can do some similar exercises. As I mentioned, the eccentric can go heavier, but the Arena is easier to change. And that is probably the biggest thing that I like about the Arena. And take, for example, push-ups. If I want to do push-ups on the Arena with a belt around my waist, anchored to the Arena, I can do drop sets significantly easier than with the eccentric. With the Arena, it's just the touch of a button. With the eccentric, it takes time. Now, that's not to say that the Arena is that's the only area where it wins. It does have a lot of other things to it that I think are better made. I think it is a better designed machine. I think it is beefier. It is definitely a strong machine. They both are. They're both very, very well made. This is top of the line for both of these kinds of equipment. But the Arena is definitely heavier and I think could withstand a lot more force. So if you're looking for durability, the Arena would probably win from that. Now, that comes at a price. The Arena is significantly heavier than the flywheel. The flywheel can also be broken down into parts. I can take these attachments off. Like I said, I can load and unload my flywheel. I could drag this with me to the beach. I could take that just about anywhere that I wanted to haul something of that size. It's really not all that heavy. You can't really do that with the Arena. The Arena's heavy. The Arena's a big, beefy piece, and honestly, I don't like moving it around all that much even in here. To drag it out here for this review was like a whole thing. So in that category, the Eccentric definitely wins. Pricing is similar, but there is a difference. For the system we have here for the flywheel, and again, this is the Kbox4, we spent $3,350. That's $3,350 for this system right here. And that's not including the 2 attachments. I've got a slant board and then a lateral drive block right here. Both of those cost extra. I don't exactly remember the cost. There's a few $100 more, but at least $3,350 for the system alone. And that is what we paid for the Elite Series here for the Kbox. The Arena is $2,500. So when you're getting into this kind of a conversation, if you're spending this much money, maybe that's not a make or break, amount to you. And if you are going to spend 25, you might as well spend 33. But again, I want to emphasize that these are very different. And while one may be better than the other in a certain category, there's no way I could stand here and say that the Eccentric is better than the Arena in everything, or vice versa. They are different. And if you are in the market to have versatility in your gym, you may very well want to consider getting both. It is hard for me to say which one is my personal favorite. And when I get asked that, my answer is, what exercise am I performing? Am I performing push-ups? I'm going Arena. Am I performing squats? I'm going Eccentric. It just depends on what the exercise is. So they're both very good, and I thoroughly enjoy working with each one of them, and I know our clients do as well. I hope this video has been helpful for you guys. I think there's some really exciting stuff standing in front of me here. These are really good pieces of technology. Either one of these would be a welcome addition to your gym. And when I design gyms for clients, I always advise looking at either one of these, or in the case of some of the clients with bigger bank accounts, I tell them to look at both of them because they do provide exciting differences and they are not the same. I hope you guys enjoy that. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to send us a message.